have a question.
Yes, Poodle.
What's in Anna's shower?
What's in Anna's showers?
What's in Anna's shower?
Is it a toy?
It's a penis pump, y'all.
It's not a boy. It's a penis pump.
Yo, it's 2021, y'all. M&P, we got a new show.
If you ain't got no money, take your broke dick home. Poodle.
If you ain't got no money, wait. Pass.
BLING Empire OMG Netflix, we coming for you. Nanny, Poodle,
And special guests, too.
It's Bling Empire on reality gaze.
I'm drinking Tito's the rest of my days.
Eating Doritos.
This show's the closest we'll get to the glamorous.
Out of that
Oh, the glamorous. Oh, the glamorous, glamorous. Oh, the glamorous. Oh, the glamorous. Oh, the glamorous. Betty, who are these people?
Oh, Poodle. Boy, I'm so glad you asked. Oh, there's Dr. Gabe and his wife, Christine. Jamie is the fashion queen. Kevin's got that banging bod, and Kimberly is a DJ god.
Kane's got Benjis by the tons. Anna's dad sells bombs and guns. Ain't none of these kids gotta worry about bills, and they're all in Beverly Hills. Oh, the glamorous. Yo, the flowers say, oh, the glamorous. Oh, the flowers say.
Y'all.
This episode,
I guess it is.
we get right to it. What's in Anna's shower? It's
What's
a
an
penis
Anna
pump.
We finally get a fabulous gay, too.
Guy.
Yeah, which,
Guy.
I'm sorry, Guy didn't say, but I'm like, where are the gays on this one? And then Guy, y'all, I'm just assuming from his Instagram, he has this video, which I think Kevin is Kevin like close to a guy's face in that video? Or is it Kevin that's the model?
No, Kevin is the model, but I don't know if it's Kevin
It's
who's
a pretty good music video,
He has
actually.
a song, though.
It does. It's like women with men, women with women, men with... It's a pretty good song, actually. He can sing. It's like very... but he's
I
fit,
was singing,
too.
oh, he's very
If
built.
I looked like that, I'd wear mesh clothes all the time, too.
I would never wear a shirt. It would be to the point where, son, this is your mother's funeral. Could you please put on a shirt?
But don't you want to look at my
Son,
abs?
can you cover up your nipples while we read your mother's we read your mother's testimonials?
This is your granddaughter's christening, Jake. So, I mean, God's clothes.
Can you maybe not show your bare thighs?
Yeah.
Well,
And you know what? We can't be mad at Guy because I will say this: gay
girl
men,
looks good.
She looks good, and gay
I don't
men
love the hair, but
Well, the hair. When
He's
you're a
a
hairdresser,
hairdresser.
and you're a man, you got to have long. It's like Chaz Dean. He's going to
Yeah.
have long hair forever.
true.
Y'all know I'm a Win girl. Win, y'all should send us something.
yeah. Remember, we're not allowed to say anything unless they're giving us a
Yeah,
sponsorship.
give us some money, Win.
And that's directed towards you.
Oh.
You stop talking about stuff.
Well,
Even Dr. Pepper, you can't talk about anything unless they're
I'm having a
sponsoring
Dr.
us.
Pepper right now and wearing my Clinique Black Honey Gloss, y'all. It looks good.
I'm telling you, you better stop that shit.
Just saying, Alyssa Milano, you reeled me in with Win. Give me some free shit. So anyway, what I was going to say is, you can't put a gay man in a fabulous woman's house and not expect us to go through and look through her house. Because I'm telling you,
I wouldn't.
okay. If
Well,
you
maybe
and
you're
I-
right.
Okay,
Now that
if you and
I
I
would
had a
do
lot,
it quietly.
yes, if you and I had a lot to drink and we knew that Anna was getting a massage, we would totally go in that drag queen house. It's a Sunset Boulevard house.
But we would not throw a penis pump outside the window.
No, but
We would do it surreptitiously.
This is true. This is very true. Tell me you wouldn't walk up that staircase and then walk down the staircase. And what would you do as you walk down the staircase?
Leaned my head back and sang, everything's as if we never said goodbye. What?
I don't know why I'm
Frightened, I know my way around here.
We can't get into this.
The cardboard trees, the painted seas, the sound here. We need to stop. That's a world I discover. Yes, everything's as if we've never said goodbye. That's it. I can't go on. No, I'm not.
We taught the world
new ways to dream. Y'all, don't listen. Listen to the.
We had to get it out.
There's
That's
some
the gay
great Betty Buckley recordings.
Oh my God.
There's some really good Patti LuPone recordings.
Oh yes. What's the British?
The Glenn Close one is okay.
It's okay. Elaine.
But Elaine Page.
Page.
Oh.
Yes. That's kind of the best one.
This is getting really gay.
Y'all, we're
We
saying
need to
this
move
because
on.
Anna's house looks like the Sunset Boulevard house.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is,
Sunset Boulevard.
It's a musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber.
It's not good.
It's
but
not
there's
good.
at least 3 good songs.
There's 3 drag queen
they're
moments.
wonderful.
Drag
With
queen
One
moments.
Look.
Oh.
Everything says I think it's called If We Never Said Goodbye.
Yeah.
Great song. New Ways to Dream isn't bad
But
either.
I'm telling y'all, Poodle would run in this house drunk and start singing that song.
I would.
So Kane, we can't.
But
Or a
I
guy
will
we
say,
can't be mad at you.
I will say, when I've been to a really nice house and I've been given a room to either change in or put my stuff in, I've looked in their closets. And there were like these fantastic gowns. And of course, I had to put my head in one, looking like I was wearing it. I did do that.
I've always done that.
I know.
I look
You're
in the
a snoop.
drawers. I look in the medicine. I'm a therapist. I'm a voyeur. I want to know your
Just
life.
because you're a therapist does not
No, a
mean
lot of
you
therapists
can-
No, really, like a lot of therapists are into
But
like
I'm
voyeurism.
saying, just because you say, "Well, I'm a therapist, I can go snoop in people's houses."
No, I don't mean that as a. It gives me the right to. I'm saying that
I
a
get
lot
what
of-
you're saying.
We're kind of freaky deaky like that.
don't.
You can watch me do stuff. I'm fine with it.
I don't ever want to hear you say I'm freaky deaky like that again.
Well, I'm just saying.
So you
Like
guys,
Kevin last episode said he's
Kinky.
into butt sex. Ugh.
so we begin at the
Kevin, if I wax my ass, you'll never know. Never know.
we begin at the Asian grocery store.
We do.
And Kane's like, I don't think Kevin's not very intelligent. I don't think I'd say that about my friend. Maybe he's
You
saying
call me an idiot every single day.
I do not call you an idiot every day. Only in
At least every week.
maybe. I should not call you an idiot.
this is
because you know what? You're not an idiot. You just forget things very
Quickly.
often.
You would totally ought to...
And the amount of information you do not know that's in this world is staggering.
So you're telling me if we were on a reality show and the producer was talking to you, filming your testimonial, you wouldn't say, well, the problem with Maddie is that pig in that one-room schoolhouse always beat him on the curve.
Yeah. It was always that pig was valedictorian.
So maybe you would.
No, you know what? I would be if I was in my,
Kate's a little bit more
yeah.
deliberate.
I think he's just I think it's not a very
I
nice
don't
thing
think
to
Kevin
say.
seems dumb. And who cares? You don't have to
you
be
know
smart
what?
to fuck.
Unfortunately, the privilege of being a straight man, even though he is he's a hot straight man, means you say things that you have no idea if it's true or not.
Kevin's that's
Attractive
true.
people say things like that make them sound dumb. Unfortunately,
That's true. He has such an interesting perspective too. I think because he
could be a little dumb though. I kind of agree with it.
He is Asian, but he grew up with a white family. So
Right.
I wonder, like, I would be interested to talk to him to feel like if there's like, did he feel other? Did he feel
I'm sure
othered? But then at the same time, did he instinctually take on white privilege stuff, even though he's not white?
Interesting.
You know
I
what
don't
I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just, or did he think he had that, and then he went out into the real world, and then people were fucking prejudiced,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "Fuck." Anyway,
I mean, that's a good question. I think when you're a model and you look like him and you'll say things and people in your work say that makes you think things like everything he says matters. It makes you want to say things.
Kevin, I think that'll be good for us tonight when we're pillow talking. We can talk about that, Kevin.
Come, you know what? Because I have my, Kevin, I have my best conversations right after I've sucked dick.
Same.
The honesty that happens after I put your dick in my mouth.
Same.
You know,
Yeah.
souls connecting.
Souls connecting.
So we are, we're Jesse, Kevin, and Kane are at the Asian grocery store, and everything looks very expensive. There's like $78 for
Like
a sea cucumber.
$15,000.
I thought that was by the pound, maybe, but maybe
I don't
it's
know.
not.
Jesse is hot.
He is. Jesse's arms.
Oh my gosh. And he has handsome eyes. Oh, he's hot
So,
too.
he basically is Kane.
Good for you, Cherie.
They're basically saying that Jesse says he still doesn't want to be married yet, which means he's kind of probably a man-child.
Okay.
Even though he wants to have kids.
So let's talk about this. And let's just even, this is kind of jumping around, but even like Cherie brings it up later. Cherie brings it up later of when are we going to get married? And he's kind of like, well.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, you already have a kid. You're going to have another kid. To me, the only thing I think of, is it a tax thing?
I don't
Because
know.
he's rich, she's rich, so he's afraid if they get married, then like they're going to be in another tax bracket.
To me, it's a symptom of being a man baby. If they haven't talked about this beforehand of why he doesn't want to get married, it may be that he could say marriage isn't for me. Now, I think his family would have a real problem with that, but who knows?
Yeah, what do their family think? They already have one
obviously,
baby. and then-
Cherie's going to have problems with her mom's.
But they already
her
have one
mom's
baby.
passed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Christine mentions later, she's like, I know if I've told my mother I was having a baby and I wasn't married, she would think I was a slut. You know, she says that to Cherie. And Cherie's like, ooh. And
Cherie is really pretty.
But Cherie does want to get married. She
does.
She says it several times.
She does.
And I don't know. I feel like
Cherie, she seems real. I like her. She seems very nice, but I wonder if she's too nice.
Yeah, we're here. I think there's probably stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know. But either one of the things he's opposed to marriage, or he's being a man baby that he thinks marriage makes him have to grow up, not just having two children.
Jesse, if you think you're a man baby, send us a shirtless pic, and we'll decide on that.
Oh, his body looks good.
Oh, it looks good. Ooh. I'd be making some babies with him.
Yeah, fuck. No, we don't want an actual human baby. We just want you, not a sex baby. So they're like buying.
Stop calling me Culver City. I don't want to talk to you. Sorry.
So he does. They're trying to make soup for Cherie, and the fish
to have
maw.
the baby, right?
I think so. Yeah. The fish maw, which is a mouth, I believe, on a fish, it's $15,000, and they're like, "We'll take two." That's a very expensive soup.
It's a very expensive soup.
And we do see her making soup that she's been making for a month, which I guess that's supposed to induce
I think that
labor.
was the one that they kind of edited out of, and
Yeah.
it almost made Kevin gag.
It looked really gross.
It looked really gross.
Yeah.
It was like
Who
black.
knows?
Who knows? So then we, y'all, we end up at Anna's house, and it's Anna and Kim. I guess, right? You want to move on to them?
Let's talk about Cherie more.
Oh yeah, let's do that because they.
So they've been together. Jesse and Cherie have been together for 5 years. Their daughter's name is J'adore. I can
J'adore.
only assume that is
Fragrance rep by Charlize Theron.
yeah. But, it's not a bad name for a child. I would honestly roll my eyes if I heard it.
I'm just gonna say this, y'all. If you listen to the show, you know that Poodle believes
I've got a
we should
very
have
strong idea about names.
He thinks we should have a naming council. I'm gonna.
You would need to argue your case for J'adore for me.
This is what I'm gonna say. If your name's J'adore, like you're never gonna work at Gap. You're never going to be at the DMV.
That's true. Maybe that's okay because this child's never going to work at Gap or the DMV.
And those are fine jobs. I
Yeah.
mean, those are great jobs. Like, you're never going to be an electrician.
That's true.
So it's like, and honestly, I don't think you're ever going to work.
No,
I think when your name, I
J'adore
don't
is
even
never
think you're
going to work.
I don't think you're even going to be a CEO.
And J'adore will definitely have a child. And the name will be Coach.
yes. Because there is a psychology of the names what we name our children and what that takes on and gives to them.
I agree.
And so it's like So maybe that is their intention, is they want to have children that do not work or do not. It's like, I remember, this is like before COVID happened. I remember I went to a 7-Eleven to get a Dr. Pepper, actually, and there was a guy behind the counter named Prince. Yeah. And I went, well, this didn't work out for you, Prince.
That's okay. Some that can be a job. 7-Eleven.
No, that's a job, and maybe I don't mean to demean the job, but I'm like, you're not a prince.
Yes. I see what you're saying.
That's what I mean. No, the job is fun. Y'all, I respect anybody who works. I don't care whether...
Right.
I grew up... My dad's a plumber, and so people used to be like, oh, your dad's a plumber? He's like in shit. And I'm like, that fucking paid for my college. Yeah. Back off.
Plumbers do really well.
No, I'm just... Yeah, they're very well. I'm just saying, though...
They talk about...
If your name is Queen and you're dancing at... what's that... Mr. Clown, the bar.
Oh, Jumbo's Clown Room.
Jumbo's Clown Room, and your name's Queen. Well, you're not royalty.
Yeah, it's true. So they're talking about 888, good lucky number in Chinese kind of culture, and they want to. He wants to kind of have the. If they're gonna get married, it needs to have 8s in the number. So. She's kind of thinking, well, we need to do it now, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, I was to say, Cherie, in these confessional looks, she deals out 3 looks. I mean, one with an actual crown, not a tiara.
Not a crown.
Full-on crown, like a Burger King crown, but actually gold.
Yes.
Then
and then that one, there's like
almost like if you blew up a pearl necklace.
You know what
I thought it was? Very big.
I thought it was the planets.
Yeah.
Like a kid did the planets. Maybe her child made the planets and then she just put it on her head.
I'm pretty sure it was a brand name.
Okay.
But I've got to say, those are 2 amazing looks.
She looks like, again, and I was really looking, maybe her eyes, I think, are just that big.
Maybe.
But she looks like a walking anime doll all the time to me.
Yeah. Very, very big. Yeah. Even the
She's
facial.
beautiful. She's very likable.
So you can tell he does not. She basically says Jesse is a trust fund baby, and he doesn't like to be told what to do. And we don't know when they're going to get married or if they will.
We don't.
Right after that, she in a different segment, we hear her going, "Oh my God, she's in labor." They are there, and Jesse's more concerned about his clothes matching.
He's like, "Wait, but we're going to the hospital." And she's like, "We're having a baby. Get me to the hospital."
So they're there, and we're shown all of it. Now, I can only imagine she has either had some heavy drugs or had an epidural because she looks
either way, or she
cannot be bothered.
She is made to give birth because she's
Good
just
for
like
her.
She's got on makeup. She's not even sweating.
Yeah, he does say, you're very dainty. I want you to really push. And then when the baby comes out, she's like, "Yay!"
Yeah, she's like, "Yay!" I think Jesse maybe got a little emotional.
Yeah,
I mean. Poodle, what would it be like when you give birth?
I'd be first of all, I would be drugged up within an inch of my life.
I mean, I've seen you come out of the bathroom and cry after a big dump.
It's true.
Let alone a baby.
I think I'd be. You know what? I can't say what she should do. All I know is maybe it's the movies and television things that I've seen.
I don't know. I don't think we're judging her for how she gave birth.
Yeah.
But we were surprised. Yeah, the movies and television are always like, ah!
Yeah.
And we're gay men. I've never been in a birth room. Have you?
No.
I would love to, though.
It's a much more... No, you wouldn't. You'd lose your mind.
I think I would enjoy it.
You'd have to see a vagina.
I'm okay when they're given... I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I just don't want to...
We saw the Miracle of Life when we were growing up.
I've never seen it. I don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah, that
doesn't bother me. I just don't want to lick it or do things to it. But seeing a baby come out of it, I think that's beautiful.
Okay, sure.
Maybe I'll become a doula.
No. I don't think you have the stomach to handle childbirth.
I could do their makeup while they're giving birth. So then when they have the videos of the birth, they look great.
I mean, from what I've seen on the Miracle of Life and other, things where you see babies being born, it is a remarkable thing, but it is a brutal.
It is a brutal
process.
It is.
And when it happens, you're just like, holy Holy God.
It's crazy.
Especially a vaginal birth, which is not C-section.
They're all rough, but yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of violent.
That's childbirth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a... When people say, oh, it's a beautiful experience, no. I guarantee you mine wasn't.
Let's move on.
I came out saying, I'm ready! I was late a month. I did not want to come out of there.
You were late 1 month?
Yes.
Boy, that is a signifier because getting this whore to change, she hates change. I mean, you hate it.
I was sitting there in the womb going, is it my 5-minute call? 5-minute call. I'm like, I'm not ready. Mm-hmm.
I mean, wow.
Yep, I was late. I was in the womb for almost 10 months.
I bet your mother never lets you forget that, does she?
She was in labor 20-something hours with me.
Wow.
Which I'm never allowed to. She's like, but your brother popped right out. She was actually told not to have another child after me.
Oh, really?
She thought it could be she bled too much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but they somehow she said it wasn't as bad. They gave her something that would help her not to bleed as much when my brother was born.
Well, your brother didn't have horns when he was born, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fangs and claws.
And fangs and claws. They had to remove your tail, too.
The hooved feet kicking really did kind of jam things up.
Anna likes to have spa days.
I was keeping going with Cherie.
Wait, are we not done with their baby?
No, I was just going on the same
next?
thing. Cherie's photo shoot for the baby.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you remembered this. Y'all, this is like some Ann Getty shit.
Now,
this baby is really cute.
I guess we'll put it out there for our sissies. Is it? Maybe this is just absurdly rich culture. Is it normal to have a newborn photo shoot?
Oh yes, that is normal.
But like this, when your baby is swaddled into a little.
Actually, this baby was swaddled to the gods. To the gods.
It was like baby sucking your cheeks.
It looked like a little what are those
little seed pod?
Yeah, like those little. What are those little Russian that are
nesting dolls?
And it looked like the smallest nesting doll.
I will say this was some Ann Getty's on heroin.
Yes. So, I think people do have newborn shoots.
Yeah,
but nothing like this.
Yeah,
nothing like this. This was,
and we
never got to see really I guess we saw some of the finished pictures. But that is the thing now. Used to, you would take your baby places, but they're doing that more now where they're doing photographers are coming in the home.
Yeah.
And that's when her and Jesse talk about marriage again. And
just a little bit, though.
But we kind of already talked about that. Basically, she's like, when's it happening?
Mostly Christine is saying, that's when Christine says, it's a huge disgrace to have a child out of wedlock.
Thanks, Christine.
She doesn't mind saying that.
I want to know, does Christine ever not... What's like a light makeup look for Christine?
You mean a day makeup, like
I don't know
mid-morning?
If she has that. It's always
it's always Met Gala.
9 a.m., yes.
Yeah.
Contoured.
Yeah. I think that's just who she is.
Because I think she's really beautiful, actually. I do think she could wear less makeup. Sometimes.
I think every moment she is alive is a look.
I get that.
Every moment.
I get that.
Which, that sounds exhausting to me. Yeah. But that's me.
I think it's a good time for us to take a break. We'll see y'all in a second.
Should we go to Anna now?
Yeah, let's talk about Anna's. Let's talk about penis pump gate, whatever we call it.
So in the beginning, Kim is at Anna's house playing Fur Elise, the Beethoven piece. That's which every young pianist, me included, wants to play. And then you play it and you're like, okay, what's next? You move on.
Yeah, I never played it.
So I wrote, she's using too much pedal. I will say I'm a pianist and vocal coach, y'all. My degrees are in piano and singing. So I know. Sorry.
Uh-oh, she got choked up. Kim is using too much pedal, right?
Yes. We will. The less said about Anna's playing that happens after it, where it seems like she just snorted 2 lines of coke and sat down to play Fur Elise.
You couldn't even tell technique from that.
I feel like she's just saying, well, she just sat down and played, so I'm going to show her if I can do it faster.
Y'all, because you forget, Anna's half Russian. Russians fucking
they know how to do it.
Is in their veins.
Well, and Japanese kids are all top piano.
That's true. Oh, yeah, Suzuki method and all that.
Yeah. So
they're walking around the house, and they start talking about her animals. She had a monkey. It died.
And all the fish died one time. And Kim is like, maybe you have spirits or ghosts. And she's like, yes. Oh, I'm afraid.
Anna's like, yeah, I do.
Kim seems ridiculously like just out of touch in this whole segment.
I think Kim's just extra.
Yeah.
And I think the producers probably needed someone to be like that, to be a little bit of an instigator. So she's already kind of reacting. She really
does remind me of like Kylie Jenner.
But we feel like that they're. Oh my God! Did you see that latest picture of Brody Jenner on his Instagram?
No. Is it hot? He's always done it for me, even back in the hills.
Oh,
I'll look at it later. You don't have to show me now.
Anyways, so they kind of have this youthful. Kim's like, I feel like Anna has a youthful energy, and I like to be around her.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna pause 1 second for you to look at this picture.
Oh my, he looks good.
He is like ripped to the god.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Anyway, so we're getting this idea that Anna and Kim maybe will become friends because Anna says, I have a hard time trusting people because I had an assistant
who stole all this jewelry.
$4 million of jewelry from me and walked out in broad daylight.
Okay. So
I think I'd be a little.
I understand that.
And stammered. So anyway, we see Kim and Anna developing this friendship. So later on, Anna has a spa
day at her house.
And Kim is there. Anna's there. Kevin is there. Kane.
Guy, the hairstylist. Guy and Kim. And so they're getting...
And y'all, just so you know, Guy is... Because if you're wondering, like, what's Guy? Is he just here because he's a fun gig? He's like a big-time...
Stylist.
Big-time. I think he has, like, something crazy, like 2 million followers on Instagram. He's a big-time hairstylist. So he rich, too, y'all. He rich, too.
Kim shows up with a Bible because she needs to spiritually cleanse Anna's house.
Yes.
This is such a housewives move where someone she's like, I didn't have a cross, so I found a Bible.
It's true. It's true. Anna's kind of like, okay, well, why don't we get a mouth massage first?
And I think this was probably like a mouth/TMJ massage, but I've heard of gum massages.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing.
I've had a few gum massages.
Yeah.
With a man's penis.
That's where I was going.
I always feel relaxed afterwards.
Oh, good finish. Good finish at the end.
Yeah. Boy. I got those toxins out.
Toxins.
Feel better now.
My jaw feels a little worse for the wear, though.
A little worse for the wear.
So they kind of go in Anna's house, really uninvited.
Like we said, yeah.
They kind of sneak in.
Yeah,
then they go to her shower. They see what looks like a water penis pump, which we were like, is that a penis pump? Because I've never seen one that looked like that.
And Guy's like, oh, yeah, I got fucked in a sling once.
That's the one that I have on my bedside table.
When I have... There's also, it connects to, like, if you just play with the water and then you're hanging in the sling, and then the next thing, so one guy can Dutch door you from the back.
Exactly.
And then another guy, and then we're like, whoa, we get it. You're sex positive.
I could pick up what you're putting down.
And you know what? So are we. Good for you, Guy.
So number one, they're laughing like it's kids, like they're kids, and we're sex positive. You know, if you want to have a penis pump, do it. I don't care. Do it. Just hopefully it's safe.
Maybe they feel good. Come at us. Come at us and let us know your experience with penis. I've never used one.
They're running around like I haven't either. But they're running around like they're kids, and then they throw it out the window.
That was just gross.
That's just embarrassing.
First of all, that looked expensive. What if it broke?
You better respect those penis pumps.
If somebody flew my fleshlight out the window and it broke, I would be upset.
Do you realize that's $25?
Yes.
I think they're more expensive than that.
I think they are.
So then Anna's keeping her cool. Of course, Kevin's the one who's like gets upset about it and sees disrespect.
Well, Anna doesn't show.
Right.
Anna is upset, but she doesn't show it.
She's like, I made a mistake with Kim.
And Guy said he wanted to see what shampoo she was using because her hair's a mess.
Oh.
He's not wrong. She could
fix her hair better.
But anyway, so Anna basically says, she doesn't say this to her, but she said, I think it's really rude, and I'm learning who I can't trust. And they're all kind of talking about it, and Kevin's in the group saying, that was really rude. And Kim's like, no. And she looks at Anna, and she's like, and does that kind of like move the two fingers like we're eye to eye, we're okay. Yeah. And Anna looked at her and said, I don't think so.
Boss move.
And as Kane says, Anna, if you cross her, you're frosted. She will cut you.
That's the Russian part of her.
Yeah, you're out of. And then Kim totally tries to throw Guy under the bus and say, well, I didn't go into the bathroom. It was him.
Right, and she won't even apologize.
No.
It was weird.
I
don't know if this was orchestrated. It felt like we were trying to make Kim the villain of this episode, because especially what happens next.
At the Mid-Autumn Festival.
Can we talk about Kelly and Andrew? There's just one little segment.
Do we have to?
They're driving in Malibu, and Andrew still has on a lot of makeup, and they're Airstream camping in Malibu, and there are rose petals and electric candles. Probably, I think I saw a bottle of Veuve Clicquot.
So Andrew says something.
His chin pubes really bother me.
Yeah, he needs to just shave or grow a beard. He does wear too much makeup. It's fine. You just put on concealer and go on, wear sunblock. But this is what I don't like about this. Andrew says, I just want to apologize for the way I overreacted in Paris. So, you guys, part of the cycle of abuse is I do a big grand gesture to show how sorry I am.
Right.
And so that is not great to me. And then also, they have this romantic weekend night in this Airstream. But then we kind of go into this because there's not much to say. Is that Kane ends up having this party at Formosa Cafe where he wants to celebrate all things Singapore and their
Singapore independence.
And so they're having this party. And
I love Formosa. It was closed for a while, and they reopened it.
We're going to talk about that in a second.
We're going to talk about that in a second. Formosa for me.
But I want to get to this and say, so it's kind of nothing really happens. They're all coming in. People are wearing, like, Jamie's wearing this glitter dress thing. Christine's there.
Kane's wearing a brooch.
They're all there. What's important to know is that, first of all, they all get a text that Cherie had the baby, Javon. And then, so they all sing her happy birthday, and Anna's like, give me the placenta. It's the best facial.
I've had a great facial
I've
before.
had one again, and I felt relaxed afterwards.
But zero cleanup.
I just licked my like in Looney Tunes when they lick the pie off their face. That's what my tongue does, just in a circle. So Anna says at that party she was surprised to see Kelly and Andrew together, and she pulls Kelly off to the side. Her and Christine, and they're talking to Kelly, and they're talking about Paris. And they're not really saying anything important because Anna's just basically saying, I don't
what we've heard before.
But what is telling is Andrew is watching them.
Yeah.
And he knows they're talking about them. And Andrew says something that gave me the creeps.
I know both of us reacted like full on clutching our pearls.
Yes.
It was he says, I see the girls talking about Paris, and why, he says, I don't understand why everyone gets involved in our business. Why can't we, meaning he and Kelly, neglect the world and just make it all about us? This is what abusers do.
They isolate you.
They isolate you away from everyone else.
This is
your
not
friends.
good. Y'all, if you're ever with someone who says things like, baby, it's just you
and me
against the
world. We don't need anybody.
That's a red flag. They might want to process that, not you. That's a red flag for you to be like, this person is drawing me into isolation.
So I'll have no friends to call on if something ever happens.
Think about it, y'all. If you're boyfriend doesn't like any of your friends, or girlfriend doesn't like any of your friends, doesn't want you to do things with them.
Yep.
Gets jealous. That's not good. That is not good. So I just wanted to thank you for bringing that up, Poodle.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
Anyway,
that was basically the. But now, can we talk about the Mid-Autumn Festival?
yeah. Did you want to say Formosa? Anything?
Oh,
Sorry.
I've been in this room with Poodle, the exact room they are.
Usually I'm on the balcony.
So Formosa used to be right by where the gay theater was. So Poodle would do gay theater shows, and then go to Formosa.
We would kind of walk down and have drinks after. It was like about 2 or 3 blocks walk.
So I have stood in the corner of So Formosa is like a restaurant in the front.
Yeah.
And then in the back, it's a bar.
Yeah, an Asian-inspired restaurant.
Yeah.
Kind of old Hollywood Asian
Hollywood. So is it
inspired.
closed again now?
I don't know what's
now
happening.
That
COVID,
it was
opened for a while. It was shut down for a while and then reopened.
And you always said we were going to do a short episode. Sorry.
Really great tuna tartare tacos. Those were always
good tacos. And strong drinks.
Yeah.
So I remember standing in the back corner of that exact room where all of these people were. Actually, kind of where Anna and Christine. I've sat right in that spot.
Yeah.
And watch Poodle be in one corner of the room, talk to a guy, then go to the middle, talk to another guy, then go to the other end, talk to a third guy, and then as the night went on, it's like reading a book. Left, that guy makes out with Poodle. Because it's very dark there at night.
It is. It's very red. It's very, for some reason,
Red.
that red, I'm just like Roxanne and that red. Put on that red light, y'all.
It does. And then Poodle goes to I saw him go to the middle. He didn't make out because this was more in public. Instead, I see the guy, director, put his hands down the back of his pants and start playing with his butt.
That actually happened. Yeah.
And then I see him then go to the right, like eating corn on the cob. Ding! And then makes out with the guy on the right and takes him to the bathroom because that's by the hallway.
Yeah. You're not far off. I'd also like to say I was told by the same director that I guess you're just making your way through my theater company now.
And that was fair.
It was, because I dated 2 people from it, and I'd hooked up with at least 2 more, which is why kind of 3. But it's kind of why I had to stop working in that theater company.
But I hooked up with a couple of people from that theater company too, or maybe
Yes.
just one.
Yes.
Maybe 2.
Yes.
Oh, golly.
So we're at the Mid-Autumn Festival, which is kind of like the Moon Festival. It's harvest. It's their Thanksgiving.
Man
as
in
she
the
said.
moon.
Man in the moon.
On this harvest moon. So they're doing the
And
celebration.
Kelly's mom is here.
Kelly's mom is doing it, and Kevin is Kevin took a page out of Maddie Marr's book. He is a mother lover.
He is a mother lover.
I love a good mother. He is making friends with
I love a good mother.
I love a good mother. I love a mother, a good grandmother. I love it. He's like, if I get in good with the mother, I'll get in good with the daughter. Yes and no. Maybe more from maybe in her family.
Right.
But in some families, if you get in good with Mother Poodle, then Poodle's not going to want to fuck you.
No.
He needs someone that pisses his mom off.
No. I don't. If my mother's best friend, the no fucks will be had.
Yes. But I feel like Kelly is more of a mama's.
Yeah. It's
I
good.
think it'll work. I think it'll work. And Kim is asking Kelly, like, what's going on with you and Kevin? And she's like, nothing.
Yeah.
And then they talk about that this is after Penis Pumpgate, and they talk about that no one has talked to them after, that Anna hasn't talked to any of them after the penis pump. And Kevin, again, is like, he says to Kim and Guy, he's like, y'all need to apologize.
Yep.
Because that was really rude.
And then Christine, I think it's Christine, maybe it's Kim. Well, you're just defending her because she's your sugar mama.
Kim says that.
Okay.
Christine is kind of like very, okay, well, she has a penis bump, okay.
Yeah.
And Kim is the one
she's
who
the
really
instigator.
gets kind of entitled by it and like, I can do what I want.
And then Kevin's like, who does that? Who raised you, wolves?
Which, that's like a thing. If somebody said that in the South,
criticize your raising.
Your raising is a big because Poodle and I, our grandmothers, our aunts, they still say things like,
you weren't raised that way.
Or if somebody acts up in our community, they're like, well, you can't rise above your raising.
My mother Poodle has said that before.
My Aunt Darla, my Aunt Peggy said that. So he said that to her, and she throws her drink at him.
Yes, and you guys know the drink gets all over everything, and he's like, "You're going to pay for the dry cleaning," and Christine says, "Me and my couture are leaving." And so Kane separates the group, gets Kim away from Kevin, which is probably a smart thing to do.
Probably.
This feels like a
really on a cliffhanger,
a really badly staged fight. I don't know. Maybe
Kim
it was
did
real.
seem angry though.
Yeah,
she's either a good actor or she seemed really angry.
But that's the show, y'all.
So, y'all, you know the deal. This is the last episode that's going to go. We originally said we were going to do the first 2 feeds, but we decided we're givers.
Yeah.
We're givers.
And takers.
And we decided to put the 3rd episode on.
I know how to take it.
Same.
I can give as good as I take. Let's just say that.
They actually they approached Poodle about a Liam Neeson sequel to Taken called Taken, except it wasn't Liam Neeson. It was a guy named
it was
Leon
Get
Hartog.
Down on Your Knees.
Yeah.
Get Down on Your Knees, son.
And it was a Chi LaRue picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Not the same.
But, y'all, you can go to realitygazepodcast.com to find out all about us. Again, speaking of gay porn, don't
go to realitygaze.com because it's porn.
But go to Reality Gaze Podcast, and you can find us on Instagram at Reality Gaze Podcast and Twitter at Reality Gaze Pod. This is the last episode that's going to be on the free feed. So if you want to hear more Bling Empire after this, bitches, you got to jump on the Patreon.
At the $5 level. That's where it is.
The lowest level. And you can, the beauty of Patreon is you can jump on, listen, and then you leave. Jump off. But we really wanted to give you
Clap on, clap off.
Clap on, clap off. The clapper. I just combined 2 songs.
I think you did.
It's
did.
Okay. That's what I do. So you can all that is in the show links there, and I'm excited to jump into episode 4.
Me
Poodle?
too.
All right, everybody. So we will see you later. But remember, no matter what, big glamorous.
Yo, how can I get Kevin to fuck me? Anytime I want to move. I want to beg for it day and night. Oh, wow, 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 wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
Yeah. Gonna get it done, Kevin. Get in here. That's what Daddy